For an opening touchback. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Wentz. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Quick throw out wide by Wentz. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Harris to return. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 11. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to it, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. Able to find Harris complete. And he is is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30.
Big yardage that time for Washington.
And even 40 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Fournette, a first down carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Jim.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Throwing on first is Wentz.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Shotgun now for Wentz.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
And he'll go right back to Lamb.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Out to his left. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
He's going to run. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
46-yard line.
Wentz now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. He finds Taylor, complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
The 40-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Check. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. 18, Pioneer. One set. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Javon Hargrave able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. On the move to his left. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Taylor, the ball
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
44-yard
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And it's third down.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Target.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 39 yards there, a big one. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
And 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead. He missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
For 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. He'll fire deep for Reagor. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw again. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for George.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target.
And that takes us from second to third down. Final shot before half for Wentz.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top.
As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He gets it complete to Harris. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Washington.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Fournette. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On the run, it's Fournette. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Ball carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. This is Fournette. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
He's brought
now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Second and 6.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
complete.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Leonard Fournette His second touchdown of the night. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Rager on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Throwing on first is Wentz. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a
really nice gain of 25 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. And he slings one that's incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Now Wentz steps away to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
45-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Slings this deep from he's got a man, complete. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. A huge play there for Washington. 63 yards.
10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Mike 50.
Now Fournette. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Fournette, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 9-yard line.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Leonard Fournette.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd.
They'll set up to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Kittle, 79 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
Lambeau lining up for the point after.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Javon Hargrave bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
Quick throw out wide by Wentz. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
44-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Fournette. That's good for a Washington. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
The 3rd down.
Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he'll look downfield for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. He'll fire deep downfield for... And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
1st and goal, Dallas.
They'll run here with Taylor. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
He was brought down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now, because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Brings up third down.
Here we go again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And he's able to get it out of there. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
He's checking.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38. Now Wentz to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Back to throw. Wentz. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They'll run with Fournette. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Fournette. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. They'll drop to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Washington.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because